YouTube, what's poppin', man? It's your boy MBM and I am him. I'm back with it. Let's get it. Yo, today I'm gonna walk y'all through on how to master your song. Plus, I'm gonna give you the preset as well. Yo, man, I'm gonna be honest with y'all though. At my view duration be like 1 minute, bro. 1 minute 15 seconds, 2 minutes 15 seconds, but it does go up. So that's pretty much telling me that you guys are coming and you're only watching the video for 1 minute. Pretty much downloading the preset and you're breaking out. If you support this channel, man, make that view duration go up a little bit, man, so these videos can go up a little more than what they're doing. I'm just trying to help the community, man, those who want to learn how to mix, those who want to learn how to master, those who want to learn how to make beats, anything like that. I got you, don't trip. I still got you, you know what I'm saying? Because I know eventually one day this page is going to blow up, man. You got to speak it into existence, you know what I'm saying? Death and life is in the power of the tongue. Today I got something special for you. We're going to be playing. I really show love. Yeah, man, so I don't want to talk too much. I want to take y'all straight into the tutorial because I don't know if it's going to be long or midway. So we'll see what the view duration is on this. Let's get it. So this is what we doing today, man. Let's start it off. So the first thing I like to do is I listen to my song first. I make sure it's balanced, it's blended well so I can get ready for my master. So what I'm going to do is I'll play it. I just hit spacebar. Let me make sure I didn't cut off my, okay.
This casa got me feeling like I'm Migos. Bet you catch me in your section with your free coat. But you can have her back cause we don't keep those. Fucking with the GERB, keep your freak close before I snatch her up in my peacoat. Pretty in the face, she got them vibes too. I got a smirker and them legs showing signs too. I got her in.
Now I like to do this, I like to do these steps because when I get ready to master, I just want to make sure that I don't have to do any turning down of vocals in a master, or, you know, I don't have to add as much bass as, you know, needed in a master as well. So I like to take these steps in the mix, make sure it's fixed in the mix before I get to the master. If you got a good mix, you don't got to really worry about the master because mastering is just fixing the mix. So therefore, that's how I treat it. That's how I step. So the very next thing I like to do is I like to use a bus compressor. So me personally, I use the Bus Compressor 2 by SSL Native because, you know what I mean, I do have the 360 plugin, so I like to click on here and I like to look at all my little knobs and stuff in here when I'm mixing because you can actually get a mix off in this as well as with the SSL plugins. So that's what I like to do there. I'll minimize that. And I'm going to make a tutorial about that later, man, because that is a dope software. Super dope. So I like to have a bus compressor, and with my bus compressor, I don't want it to hit, with my mix bus compressor, I don't want it to hit much on here. If you got the Kazrog plugin as well, you can use that now too. Let's see. Let's try it out. Let's remove this. Let's add the Kazrog. Okay. And I just updated mine to the V 1.1. Just wanna, let's hear it.
This casa got me feeling like I'm Migos. Bet you catch me in your section with your free coat. But you can have her back cause we don't keep those. Fucking with the GERB, keep your freak close before I snatch her up in my peacoat.
Now the only thing I'm gonna use with this is probably the compression. I don't want to add anything else in this. I just want to add the compressor to it so that way I'm actually adding the I'm actually softening it up a little bit so I can push the song a lot more when I'm getting ready to start using the limiter. So I'll just add a little compression. And with the VU meter, like I said, I like to hit around -2 around this area. I don't want to be past that. That way I'm not adding too much compression to the song. But I'm going to try it out with the 747, the Kazrog plugin, and see what it do.
This casa got me feeling like I'm Migos. Bet you catch me in your section with your free coat. But you can have her back cause we don't keep those. Fucking with the GERB, keep your freak close before I snatch her up in my peacoat. Pretty in the face, she got them vibes too. I got a smirker and them legs showing signs too. I got her intersection screaming out, new nigga me. A night with me will have your nigga feeling like your enemy. Marshy be the name, nigga. It's embedded in the brain, nigga. Now she not fucking with the same nigga. If it makes sense, then I'll change, nigga. Other than that, I'm still the same, nigga. White tee, fitted hat, and M chain, nigga. This casa got me feeling like I'm Migos. Bet you catch me in your section with your free coat. But you can have her back cause we don't keep those. Fucking with the GERB, keep your freak close before I snatch her up in my peacoat. Pretty in the face, she got them vibes too.
Okay, that's pretty cool. And then I'm gonna try it with the SSL bus as well. Let's go. Bus compressor 2.
This casa got me feeling like I'm Migos. Bet you catch me in your section with your free coat. But you can have her back cause we don't keep those. Fucking with the GURB, keep your freak close before I snatch her up in my peacoat. This casa got me feeling like I'm Migos.
Okay, I like the SSL. I mean the Avalon. So we're gonna use the Avalon today. So remember, I just use this on my mix bus just to add a little compression to the song, just to soften it up a little bit. So that way, when I'm getting ready to add the limiter at the end, I can actually push my song. And then I'm gonna show you at the end how to compete with the industry artist music as well. So that way, you guys, you'll have that same type of pump as well. You just want to make sure you don't have that much bass going in your mix. You don't have your vocals too loud. You just want a nice, subtle mix. So when you get ready to master, you can kind of sort everything out and do it from there. All right, so we just added compression. We didn't add no side chain. We didn't add any attack, any of this. We didn't do any of that. We just used the compressor for that, all right? Man, thank you, Kazrog, for a dope plug-in. Even though, y'all didn't get your boy mixed by Malachi in here, man, but, man, still a dope plug-in, man. And those I see in here, man, my boy Atrocity, shout out to him, man. I see Sky Jordan, Sean Devine. This dude I used to watch back in the day, man, when I, first started off with just watching YouTube with Sean Devine. And, yeah. All right, let's close that up. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I am going to add, now, this is another thing I'm going to add right here. I'm going to add isotope. I'm going to add ozone 10. Now, only reason why I'm adding this is just to use the actual True Peak plugin. I mean, use the True Peak up in this. And I'm going to take the ceiling down to negative 0.1. I'm going to turn the True Peak on. Now, what this does is it get rid of the clipping, and it also helps me to where I can actually push my song further more. I can actually give it a bigger push. So I'll play it, and then we can look at the clipping from here. And then I'll take the character down to 105. So when I bounce it down, man, it'll sound real nice.
This casa got me feeling like I'm Migos. Bet you catch me in your section with your free coat. But you can have her back cause we don't keep those. Fucking with the GURB, keep your freak close before I snatch her up in my peacoat. Pretty in the face, she got them vibes too. I got a smirk.
So as you can see, before I started, I was getting like -3. So now that I add the True Peak plug-in and then I add a little bit of compression to it, it brought that down to -5, -6. Now I got more headroom in my master to play around with. Now I'm not the big master professional, but these are steps I've been taking for years to get my music to pump, to get it to beat loud in my, in my whip and stuff like that. So yeah, so we had that plug-in. I don't know what's going on with my parrot, man, but she's just back here just with this funny noise. And then from there, now what I'm gonna do is the next steps I'm gonna take is I like to play with the sides, the mids, to get more control. So I'm gonna type in the F6. We're gonna use the F6 RTA stereo. So the first one we're gonna do is, we're gonna play with the mids. So I like to take this first band. Take the frequency to about 65. Boom. And take the Q to about 1.5. And there from here, we're going to play with the gain. This is going to let us pump some of that bass up a little bit more. If it's not enough, you can add some. But if it's too much bass, you want to use the mids to bring down the bass a little bit. So you're just controlling the mids. You know what I mean? You're controlling the mid frequency. So anything with bass, anything like that, you can kind of play around with and even it out if need be. But like I said, you do all that in the mix. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring it up just a little bit, a tad bit.
This casa got me feeling like I'm Migos. Bet you catch me in your section with your free coat. But you can have her back cause we don't keep those. Fucking with the GURB, keep your freak close before I snatch her up in my peacoat. Pretty in the face, she got them vibes too. I got a smirk and them legs.
So now that I did that, what I want to do is in the mid area too as well, is I want to take some of the muddiness out. So I'm going to take this band 3, and I'm going to take this to about 480. 480. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to turn this up a little bit to about 1.5. Now here, all I want to do is take it down to about -3.
This casa got me.
Make sure to put it on mids as well.
This casa got me feeling catch me in your section with your free coat. But you can have her back cause we don't keep those. Fucking with the girl, keep your freak close before I snatch her up in my peacoat. Pretty in the face, she got them vibes too. I got a smirking and them legs showing signs too. I got her in the section screaming out new nigga me a night with me.
All right, so now that we did that, so around 18-20 is where the vocals probably sit a little bit. So I'll take this fourth band right here, go back to the mids again, take this to 18-20. So this is where the vocals sit a little bit. So if your mix and your vocals is too loud, you got a 2-track and your vocals seem a little too loud, you can subtract right here or you can add right here to give it a little more presence. So I'm going to play it.
This casa got me feeling like I'm Migos. Bet you catch me.
Now I'm going to turn it up and I'm going to turn it down. Just, it might be a little loud on the ears. Check it out.
This casa got me feeling like I'm Migos. Bet you catch me in your section with your free coat. But you can have her back cause we don't keep those. Fucking with the girl, keep your freak close before I snatch her up in my peacoat.
So you can see what area this controls. So you don't want to do too much of this. So what I might do is just take it up to about 1.0. Let's see.
This casa got me feeling like I'm Migos. Bet you catch me in your section with your free coat.
And what this does is it helps brings out the delay. It helps bring out the reverb a little bit. You'll start hearing that a little more. And then what I tend to do too is after I'm done with all this, I take the headphones off and I actually play it through the big speakers as well. All right, so cool. So this is all I'm gonna do in the mid area. So we're gonna add another FT or another F6 RTA. We're gonna do the same thing again. F6 RTA stereo. Remember, put it in stereo because we're working on the stereo track. Now this one we're gonna do the sides. Now remember we added bass. Now what I want to do is I want to make the bass subtle. I want to kind of blend it in and make it sound a little better. So I'm gonna take the high pass filter and I'm gonna take this to 24. Let's turn that on. And then what I'm gonna do is let's take it to sides and I'm gonna take this up to 80. So we're subtracting a little bit of bass right now because we added the bass, but when we get ready to master, I wanna make sure that bass is thick.
This casa got me feeling like I'm Migos. Bet you catch me in your section with your free coat. But you can have her back cause we don't keep those. Fucking with the girl, keep your freak close before I snatch her up in my peacoat. Pretty in the face, she got them vibes too. I got a smirking and them legs showing signs too. I got her in the section screaming out new nigga me a night with me will happen.
Okay, cool. So we got that. Now what I want to do is the harshness, like the low pass where everything kind of like gets a little harsh at. I want to clean that area up. I want to make sure that when I'm bumping and when I push it up loud, that those frequencies doesn't bother people's ears. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this one right here. I'm going to take this to 24. I'm going to take this to size. Now, you don't want to take off too much, you know what I mean? And then you'll be kind of knocking your song off. So just make sure it's on sides, and then we're going to dial it in, and we want to start cleaning that area off. We want to clean that area off as well. Up.
This casa got me feeling like I'm Migos. Bet you catch me in your section with your free coat. But you can have her back cause we don't keep those. Fucking with the girl, keep your freak close before I snatch her up in my peacoat. Pretty in the face, she got them vibes too. I got a smirking and them legs showing signs too. I got her in the section screaming out new nigga me a night with me will have your nigga feeling like your enemy. Marshy be the name, nigga. It's embedded in the brain, nigga. Now she not fucking with the same nigga. If it makes sense, then I'll change, nigga. Other than that, I'm still the same, nigga. White tee fitted hat and M chain, nigga.
So use your ears. So now that we clean that section up, we just want to add a little more clarity to it. So I'm going to go here and use this band. And then, hold on, my bad. I'm going to use this shelf right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this to 5,000. Now, I'm going to push this up. Now, remember, turn it to sides. So if you turn it to stereo, it's going to push it up in stereo. So everything just get pushed. So the sides is what I'm going to get pushed in this area. So my vocals sit in this area. So I'm going to push it up a little bit to give it a little bit more presence and clarity in it.
This casa got me feeling like I'm Migos. Bet you catch me in your section with your free coat. But you can have her back cause we don't keep those. Fucking with the girl, keep your freak close before I snatch her up in my peacoat. Pretty in the face, she got them vibes too. I got a smirking and them legs showing signs too. I got her in the section screaming out new nigga me a night with me will have your nigga feeling like your enemy. Marshy be the name, nigga.
And what's so dope about that is that when you cleaned it off with this, you added this. It's clean, so you don't have to worry about any type of syllables bouncing out in front of you like the S's and T's, because you use the de-esser, you use this to clean it off, man, and it sounds really good. So that's pretty much what we do in this area right there, man. And now we get to the nitty gritty. So what I like to do is I'm gonna add a WLM meter stereo. Okay, so I'm gonna add this. Now this is where we're gonna compete with the industry people. We wanna target. So you can set your target to -9 dB, but you can go 7. You know what I'm saying? Like it all depends. Like your song don't. If it don't start sounding distorted, you can actually push it. So we're gonna take this 9. We're gonna take the true peak. We're gonna turn that off. We're gonna turn off the short. We're gonna turn off the max. Boom. So this target we want to hit up in here. We want this to say -9 here. Once you see -9, it's a thumb check up there, let you know, okay, you did good. Okay. So bam, your mix is sounding good. But what you definitely want to do is you want to check. We're gonna add an imager as well. Add an imager. Now with this imager, we want to look at the vector scope. We want to make sure that this is shooting up the middle and it's not over here, and it's bleeding red all over here. That means you got a phase issue. And if you got a phase issue, that means we got to go back into the mix, check everything, and make sure we solo things out and listen to the instruments. All right, so check it out.
This casa got me feeling like I'm Migos. Bet you catch me in your section with your free coat. But you can have her back cause we don't keep those. Fucking with the GERB, keep your freak close before I snatch her up in my peacoat.
So you see how that line is shooting straight up the middle? That's what you want. And you want this to sit up here as well, because if this start bouncing down here and it just stays down here, you got a phase issue, and we got to fix that. So that'll be for another video to help you guys and teach you guys. Man, I'm actually giving y'all sauce and game. It wasn't supposed to be a long video, but it is, and I'm also giving you this preset as well. Now from there my bird is really throwing me off. Hey, Paulie, can you chill off for 1 second? All right, so boom, we got that covered. Now we're gonna take this. Now we already did the ozone. Now we're gonna have to we're gonna add. Let's see which one do we want to push this up with? I'm gonna actually use ozone to push this up as well. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up the WLM meter. How do you? Let's see. Let's pin this WLM meter. Okay, so we got both of them up. Let me make sure I scoop this over because I know my video gonna be over here. Now I'm gonna play it, and then I'm gonna use the maximizer to start boosting the song up a little bit, and we'll start noticing the short term. But make sure that the WLM meter is the last one on your mix bus.
This casa got me feeling like I'm Migos. Bet you catch me in your section with your free coat. But you can have her back cause we don't keep those. Fucking with the GERB, keep your freak close before I snatch her up in my peacoat. Pretty in the face, she got them vibes too. I got a smirker and them legs showing signs too. I got her intersection screaming out new nigga me. A night with me will have your nigga feeling like your enemy. Marshy be the name, nigga. It's embedded in the brain, nigga. Now she not fucking with the same nigga. If it makes sense, then I'll change, nigga. Other than that, I'm still the same, nigga. White tee, fitted hat, and M chain, nigga. This casa got me feeling like I'm Migos. Bet you catch me in your section with your free coat. But you can have her back cause we don't keep those. Fucking with the GERB, keep your freak.
Now the crazy part about it is I can push it a little more, but what I want to do is I want to bring that bass down just a little bit. So I'm gonna go back to the first F6, and I'm gonna bring this bass down just a tad bit. Let's do about 1.4.
This casa got me feeling like I'm Migos.
Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn on mono. I know it might be bumping a little loud, but don't worry, man. It's gonna be all right. Now I'm gonna turn on mono to make sure my vocals is blending well with my beat.
This casa got me feeling like I'm Migos. Bet you catch me in your section with your free coat. But you can have her back cause we don't keep those. Fucking with the GERB, keep your freak close before I snatch her up in my peacoat. Pretty in the face, she got them vibes too. I got a smirker and them legs showing signs too. I got her intersection screaming out new nigga me.
And the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a low end focus. This is gonna add some clarity to our low end as well. So I'm gonna turn it on smooth, and then from here I'll just turn the gain up. I might bring the contrast up just a little bit. Let's see.
This casa got me feeling like I'm Migos. Bet you catch me in your section with your free coat. But you can have her back cause we don't keep those. Fucking with the GERB, keep your freak close before I snatch her up in my peacoat. Pretty in the face, she got them vibes too. I got a smirker and them legs showing signs too. I got her intersection screaming out new nigga me.
Now what I'm going to do as well, I'm going to go back to the imager and I'm going to add a little stereo whiff to it, give it a little nice bounce, you know what I mean, kind of spread it out a little bit.
This casa got me feeling like I'm Migos. Bet you catch me in your section with your free coat. But you can have her back cause we don't keep those. Fucking with the girl, keep your freak close before I snatch her up in my peacoat. Pretty in the face, she got them vibes too. I got her smirking and them legs showing signs too. I got her in the section screaming out new nigga me. A night with me will have your nigga feeling like your enemy. Marshy be the name, nigga. It's embedded in the brain, nigga. Now she not fucking with the same nigga. If it makes sense, then I'll change, nigga. Other than that, I'm still the same, nigga. White tee, fitted hat, and M chain, nigga. This casa got me feeling like I'm Migos. Bet you catch me in your section with your free coat.
And then once you leave out of the song and come back in, you'll see the long term and the short term both hitting that -9, and that lets you know you got a good master going. And then, like I said, take the headphones off, listen to the details of your song, listen to the bass, listen to the vocals, and just that's what mastering is for. Is go in and touch little things up, and man, boom, you got your nice sounding mix, man. And there's a nice plug-in that'll let you know how it sounds in the car. We're gonna push that on the next tutorial because I need more videos. All right, man. Look, that's pretty much it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy MBM. I want to get this to you as a preset, but I don't know if you guys have all this. You know what I'm saying? You can change it around. I'll still make it as a preset anyway, so let's do this. Man, I'll just be naming it. Like I said, if you don't have the Avalon, you can use SSL bus from Waves. Just make sure, like, you know, you're not hitting, you just up between that -4 a little bit. You don't want to compress it too much. You just want enough to where you can bring the song down to actually push it when you get ready to master. So yeah, let's listen to it one more time.
This casa got me feeling like I'm Migos. Bet you catch me in your section with your free coat. But you can have her back cause we don't keep those. Fucking with.
And that's pretty much how you compete with industry songs, man. You know what I'm saying? So I just gave you guys a bunch of game. I hope you guys use it. I know this video gonna be pretty big on my computer. Man, damn it, I'm using a Mac right now. So yeah, man, I'm gonna have this preset in the description. It's yours to play around with. I already gave you guys some presets for the vocals. Use those vocal presets along with this. And they're stocked as well. This is just the only thing that's not stocked is Waves. But mix it up, man. You know, that's what music is about. Mixing and mastering. You feel me? All right, man. It's your boy MBM. I hope y'all learned something from this, man. Thank y'all for watching. I hope you watch past more than 1 minute. Man, if not, man, we gotta get in that alley. You feel me? Hey, y'all take care, man. It's your boy, man. Much love. I'm out. Peace.